you're just clicking on this right now, go and watch part one. If you don't want to watch part one, okay, I can't force you. You can watch this one. Kind of just recap. I talked about kind of the pay plan, what a volume or unit-based pay plan looked like in the beginning of the video, and then I kind of give some advice on how and what to expect and how to make some money. Kind of the rest of the video. Um, Look, here's the thing. There's two different pay plans. You're gonna want to do some interviews and see kind of what the pay plans look like. There are some dealerships with better pay plans than others, but at the same time, even if the pay plan's good, it could be a low volume dealership. I mean, there maybe isn't that much traffic, and sometimes you don't want to use that as an excuse either, because we've all seen those dealerships in the middle of nowhere, and they're selling cars and they're making a killing. So sometimes you don't even want to base it off of what you think the volume is like. You just want to kind of go around, choose your different pay plans. I'm coming to realize that I enjoy the gross pay plan a little bit more, which the difference. And again, if you haven't watched my first video, I would just watch the beginning, because I kind of go over the unit-based pay plan. But basically what you're looking at is, when you're doing a unit-based pay plan, the minimum at the dealership that I was at was 10 cars. And that was like, oh gosh, I forgot all the numbers. And it's going to be different for where you go to. But unit-based pay plan is mainly based off of the amount of cars you sell. And then once you hit the amount of cars, then you're guaranteed a certain amount of money. So say, this is just all hypothetical. Say your minimum is 10. So once you hit 10 cars, that's $3,000. Once you hit 16 cars, it's $5,000. 18 cars is, I don't know, 7,000. And then it kind of goes up from there. And then the max cars that you would sell is, 25 cars would be like 14,000. And keep in mind, that's gross. That's not net. So when you get your paycheck, it's going to be less than that. They're going to take taxes out and your benefits out and everything out. And so that is what has discouraged a lot of people. They get into selling cars, and a lot of new people come to sell cars. They get their first paycheck and they're like, I don't think that all my money's here. So look at the paycheck, the taxes. They will tax you. The more you make, the more you get taxed. But obviously, the more you make, you'll still get a higher paycheck, but they will take out taxes. A lot of taxes. Look, this is the first mistake I made. First dealership I worked at, my wife was a stay-at-home mom, and I signed up for all the benefits. And so guess what? Every paycheck I got, or every at least like draw paycheck I got, which was like the minimum guarantee, and you got that every 15th, and then your commission check was on the 30th. So every draw paycheck, at least the dealership that I was at, it was $1,500. Some places are $2,000. It's different everywhere you go. But yeah, mine was $1,500, and guess how much I got on the 15th? Nothing. I got like $70 or $100, something like that. Something like that. I mean, maybe it was like 150 or something like that. But compared to like what you're supposed to be getting for your minimum, your draw is like that full guaranteed promised amount versus like a couple $100. I mean, you can't do anything with that. And then now all I'm relying on was just my commission check. And I was brand new at this whole thing. So it took me a few months to kind of learn the process, do everything, especially the dealership that I was at. For the first full month, you were not allowed to touch a customer unless you kind of went through all the training, you shadowed people, you learned the process they wanted you to follow, which makes sense. I mean, that's their money walking through the doors. They paid for the advertisements. They don't want to just let anyone just handle the customer, because the chances are of a newbie helping them versus like a really experienced sales guy helping them is, I mean, that you can lose a deal. So that's just kind of how a volume or a unit-based pay plan is. The pay plan I'm on now is all gross, so it's just how much money you make in the deal. And then apart from that, it is like your percentages go up once you hit kind of those milestones. So once you hit 13 cars, no. Once you hit 12 cars, that is when you start getting a small percentage. I think it's like 2 or 3% of the back end. So what the back end is the warranties. So whatever they sell, like if you sell a car and they finance it and they go into the finance office and buy warranties, then once you hit 12 cars, then you get a percentage of that, a small percentage. And then the increments kind of go up from there. And then you get, I think right now if you're just doing the minimum, you're at 18% on the front and profit gross on the car. And then every milestone you hit, those 2 percentages go up. And so at my dealership, people strive for at least 18. And then once you get to 20 and a half cars, 20 and a half, no, 21 and a half, something like that. That's when you can get a really good paycheck. The difference between 18 and 21 is quite a bit. I mean, at 18, you're at, I remember the percentages. We went over our pay plan a few days ago, and I already forgot. All I know is sell as many cars as you can to make a good paycheck, and at least hit 18. And so, but you know what? At the same time, even if you sell 18 or 20 cars or whatever, yeah, your percentages go up. Like your front end gross goes from like 18% to 25%, and then your back end goes from like 2% to 5%. And sometimes if someone's financing like a brand new car and they get all the warranties, they get gap, they get windshield, they get tire, it's fully loaded for everything. And if you're making, the maximum amount of percentage for a back end, man, that's a lot of money, especially if you sold a lot of cars and they financed. But hypothetically speaking, you sell 25 cars a month and they all paid cash. You will get, unless they bought warranties, which typically when you pay cash, it's, they're not going to add a warranty on there. Cash is, most people are just like, cash is cash. They don't want to add any monthly payments or pay anything extra for any extended warranties or anything like that. Every once in a while you do. I think the last car I did, yeah, they bought cash and they got a warranty. They just paid for cash. The chances of you actually getting them selling them a warranty, finance guys selling them a warranty on a cash car is very slim. They just want to come in, pay for the car cash, and then get the heck out of there. And then guess what? You get paid on the back end. Nothing. So that's why when people say the dealership wants the customer to finance, not only for the opportunity to maybe try to sell them a warranty to try to make a little bit of extra money, but the bank also gives the dealership a little bit of a kickback. So it's not the customer's money that we're taking. It is also the bank's money. The bank is helping the dealership out a little bit by them financing. And so I am turning here. So that's kind of that there's two big differences between the unit-based pay plan and gross-based pay plan. You're going to want to I suggest the gross, because when you get fresh trade-ins and you sell them right when they are fresh, then you can make a pretty good profit. Sometimes there's a pretty good markup, but the longer that car sits on the lot, the more it'll get discounted online to actually just get someone to come in and buy it. We're not quite there yet. Looks like 12 more minutes. You can close your eyes, go back to sleep. She said she doesn't want to go back to sleep. So, all right, look out of the window. I don't know. I want to try to finish up this video. And I can't really turn on the music or else I'll be copyrighted. Hold on 1 second here. Hey, babe. Can you give her a tablet? We'll be there in like 12 minutes. We're going to our friend's house right now. But just wanted to wrap up this video of me giving you advice on part 2. Interview at a few different places. Don't interview and then if they hire you straight away, There you go, Mama. We're close. It was a long journey. I would choose wisely between dealerships. And if you don't get, if you're at a dealership for like a week and you're getting the wrong feeling, they're being nasty to you, they're kind of talking to you funny, and you're just not finding it a very friendly environment, it just feels hostile there, then start applying some other places, because the ultimate goal is you want to stick to that career. You can make a lot of money if you move up into finance, or you go behind the desk and you're a manager. It's a full pay. You can make you can make more than a doctor, a doctor, more than some lawyers. You can make a ridiculous amount of money. And so when you go into the car business, if you have that mindset of staying there and just sticking it out, selling as many cars as you can, being confident with talking to customers, negotiating, holding your gross, not discounting cars, learning how the process works, you can move up in the future, for sure. Especially when you gain the trust of your managers, and you really know what you're doing. But if you just go to work, and you sit in the back, and you don't do anything, and you don't sell any cars, and you just kind of seem like you're an order taker, like you might as well go work at McDonald's in the drive-thru, because what they are truly looking for are salespeople. You can seriously take a customer where you don't think that it's a deal at all, and you can sell them on a car that they didn't come in for, and now you can completely change their mind, and really it's sales. It's sales. A lot of it is trying to convince them on purchasing a vehicle that maybe they are not completely interested in. And then the other part of it is, all right, girl. The other part of it is like the needs analysis, as asking them the right questions to land them on the right car. Because if you show them a car that they don't want, they're gonna think that you don't have the car that they came in for. That's why you need to sit down with them and truly figure out what they want. Bigger, smaller, third row, sporty car. Oh, here you go, girl. Hold on. Oh, your time limit's out. Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, you put in the password wrong too many times. You have to wait 5 minutes, okay? It's locked.
Mama, what's the password we always use for your tablet? Zeros.
It's all zeros, okay?
They locked your tablet
Well,
up.
we made it easy for you. Hold on, you gotta wait 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah. She said 5 minutes. Yeah, girl, 5 minutes. You wanna count with me? So 5 minutes is counting to 60 5 times. You wanna do it with me? Yeah, you say yes now, but watch, you get to 10 and then you won't count anymore. If you have any questions about what dealership to choose, it's snow. You see snow? Look, there's a little snow on the ground. It's a lot better. I'm glad we came because we thought the roads were going to be icy. We're in Dallas right now, and it snowed. Yeah. If you have any questions what dealership to choose, comment below. If you know their pay plan, if you can talk to a sales guy before you interview, or if you know someone there, kind of try to find out what their pay plan is, and just kind of don't hop around dealerships. Make it, try to choose as wisely as you can, and then stick with it. And then if it's really not working out after month 8 or 9 or 10, then start applying to other places. But if you can move up into management, you can make really good money. Multiple six figures a year. And I don't know where else you can go without a college degree to make $300,000 a year. If you're a finance director, you can make that kind of money. If you're if you're a pre-owned car director, you can make that kind of money. If you're one of the managers, it's more like it's all going to be a little bit different, but multiple six figures a year. It looks like we are at our destination. Oh, buddy, we're getting out. We're getting out soon, buddy. I know. These kids just woke up. We were on a long road trip. I had the next 3 days off. When you sell cars, you will never get days off. You will work, 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 bell to bell every day. Here's this is my wife sitting next to me. Brief summary of your opinion of car sales. The camera's not on you. The camera's not on you. Just talk into the mic. Say whatever. Whatever you want. Just let it roll. No one's really gonna watch this, babe. What would be your advice to someone who's thinking about selling cars?
If you're gonna do it, stick with it. If not, go with something else. Because it's not for everybody.
Say that again.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone. We have people start and they get like a month or two into it and then they quit. And honestly, the number one thing that I always hear, like the reason they quit, is just the hours. Honestly, it's just the hours. You can make the money. Oh, oh goodness me! All right, these kids are crying. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll engage back with you. Look, I'm a new creator and I want to grow this channel. If you're in the same boat, I will engage back with you. I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll like your videos. Let's all grow together. So hold on, let me see how long I've been recording for. 18. All right, cool. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm gonna take care of these crying babies. See ya.